Episode 64. The Blood Gunner's aggro, of course, wasn't going to shift onto the players from Herb Garden. In fact, he hadn't even taken a single solid hit yet. Now, after taking Lord Grimm's Sky Strike, Falling Blossoms, and a final throw, its aggro toward him had skyrocketed. He didn't fall upon landing, but rolled and was back on his feet in an instant. This skill is called Quick Recover. Like Sprint and Roll, it's a universal passive skill for players, available once learned. The trick is to use the roll just as you're about to hit the ground from a throw. If you time it right, your character won't fall flat, they'll flip right back up onto their feet. Pulling off a quick recover requires real skill. You have to roll with the direction of the fall, timing the roll for the exact moment you hit the ground. And there are also some skills that nullify quick recover, like the Battle Mage's Circle Swing, the Grappler's Backdrop, or the Sharpshooter's Stomp Shot. All of them bypass quick recover. The Blood Gunner can use quick recover too, but it only triggers randomly. After taking Lord Grimm's 3-hit combo, he used quick recover to roll back to his feet, already raising his gun to fire. A gunshot rang out. Blood Gun's right hand, holding the weapon, snapped back, and then the muzzle flashed with a second blast.
Shit!
A player from Herb Garden let out a panicked scream. He dropped into a crouch, and the bullet whizzed right over his head. A second, "Holy crap," rang out from behind him. The second player had no time to dodge. The bullet struck him square in the forehead, groaning a shower of blood. He staggered back several steps, his health bar instantly cut in half. The Herb Garden cleric rushed over to heal him. No one had time to react. Why had Blood Gunner suddenly fired a shot at them? But from the vantage point of Bluebrook Guild, the players saw it clearly. After Lord Grimm tossed Blood Gunner aside, a long spear somehow appeared in his hand. That first gunshot wasn't from the Blood Gunner, it was Lord Grimm's rifle. That shot struck Blood Gunner's right hand, causing his own shot to veer off behind him. Was that a coincidence, or was it intentional? The Bluebrook Guild players had no idea. All they saw was a shot that served as both offense and defense. It struck Blood Gunner while simultaneously neutralizing any potential counterattack. As for the Blood Gunner's wild shot taking out a Herb Garden player's head, that was probably just a coincidence. Still, this coincidence made the Bluebrook Guild players very happy.
What is he trying to do?
While everyone was focused on the Herb Garden players being hit by Blood Gunner's stray fire, Zizhou frowned, unable to grasp Lord Grimm's intentions.
Is he really planning to take down Blood Gunner right in front of us?
Deng Hui was also muttering to himself. The two of them walked toward Blue River.
Holy crap, an aerial circle swing. That was brilliant.
Just as the two of them arrived, they heard Blue River's voice ring out. Is this really the time to be mesmerized by his moves? Once Blue River was snapped out of it, he immediately raised this issue, but there was nothing he could do.
If the other guilds aren't moving, how can we make a move? Could it be that what he's really trying to exploit is the mutual restraint between our three guilds? Not that we're too embarrassed to steal his monster.
Blue River glanced to his left at Herb Garden, then to his right at Tyrannical Ambition. He saw the two guild leaders also swiveling their heads left and right, clearly observing the other guild's movements just like he was. Just as I thought. At a time like this, not one of the three guilds dares to step forward. Whoever moves first will just be the mantis stalking the cicada, with a big fat oriole waiting behind them. Ah no, make that 2 orioles. Blue River found this stalemate incredibly awkward. He quickly sent messages to the members of Herb Garden and Tyrannical Ambition.
Are we just going to stand here and watch the boss get taken down?
Old Lan, you're learning to be sneaky.
Che Qianzi replied.
Not really. Why don't you guys from Bluebrook Guild hurry up and take the boss back? We'll just hang back outside the circle and provide moral support.
Nightwalker's reply left Blue River speechless. The Herb Garden and Tyrannical Ambition clearly didn't trust him. The main reason for their skepticism? They had no idea of Lord Grimm's true power. They simply didn't believe he could take down the Blood Gunner. But even Blue River, when he stopped to think about it, realized this was a serious problem. Even though he had run dungeons with Lord Grim and had a more direct understanding of his capabilities, Lord Grim was skillfully keeping the Blood Gunner at bay, but no one at this level could solo it, not even the absolute top-tier pro players. Their mana pools just wouldn't last. Given the Blood Gunner's health pool and the damage output of players at this level, it's absolutely impossible to defeat it before your mana runs dry, not even if you were loaded down with potions. Look at Lord Grim. His high-tempo DPS right now means those basic potions from the starter village can't keep up. No mana means no skills, and without skills, basic attacks alone are useless against a boss. Compared to basic attacks, skills aren't just more powerful. More importantly, they offer a degree of battlefield control. Skills like Skystrike's efficient launch, Dragontooth's brief stun, Falling Flower Palm's knockback, or Circle Swing's ability to slam an opponent down, ignoring quick recover. These special effects are what set them apart from basic attacks, and each one exerts a certain degree of control over your opponent's actions. With that thought, Blue River suddenly felt at ease. Herb Garden and Tyrannical Ambition were indeed the more crucial opponents right now. He couldn't help but glance left and right again. The 5 ordinary players within the circle continued to be treated as if they were already dead. Blue River didn't even consider that Lord Grim's charge might involve them. When Lord Grim broke from the team, he couldn't stop him. He just called for Thousand City to join the party instead. Perhaps only Yi Shu had these 5 players in his sights. After a continuous barrage of attacks that left the 5 of them utterly stunned and unable to react, Ye Shu suddenly had Lord Grim use a circle swing, slamming Blood Gunner right into the middle of their group.
Stop gawking and hit it.
Yi Shu barked. The 5 of them snapped out of their daze and immediately raised their weapons to attack.
Don't just swing wildly, listen to my commands.
Even as Ye Shu shouted, Lord Grim's attacks never ceased. It was only then that the 5 stunned players finally realized one thing.
Lord Grim! That's Lord Grim.
It wasn't just the 3 major guilds who noticed Lord Grim. Just like the players in Happy Internet Cafe were shocked to see his name, these 5 who had been so focused on inviting him to their party and then watching him battle Blood Gunner, only now finally noticed the ID floating above his head. This Lord Grim was the one who completed 3 first clears in the beginner village. The same Lord Grim who led Bluebrook Guild to set a new record in the Frost Forest dungeon.
Berserker Cross Slash.
As Lord Grim's Dragoontooth stabbed into Blood Gunner, Yi Shu called out. The Berserker reacted swiftly, swinging his greatsword. 2 slashes. The briefly stunned Blood Gunner couldn't dodge. The blade carved a cross into him, and a spray of crimson flowered from the wound.
Brawler, Sand Toss.
As Yi Shu shouted, a Sky Strike launched Blood Gunner a short distance into the air.